Okay, so it's almost 1 a.m. I was thinking how I'm gonna do this video. I was planning to do a pretty heavily edited video, but I decided, you know what? I think it's better if I just wing it. I am just going to record this video one shot, no retakes. I don't care if I mess up anywhere with my words. I'm just gonna play by ear and just see how it goes. So this is my retirement from classic extremes. So, what does that mean exactly? What does it mean when I say I'm retiring from classic extremes? Well, basically, I will not be beating any more extremes. That's just the clear cut, obvious answer. I have tried my best the last year to beat classic extremes, even though I've been playing a lot of that for recently. Um, the very last one I beat was 18 marble, which I'm still very proud of. But after that, I did try to go for like one or two more classics, but I just couldn't. I don't have the skill anymore. As you guys would probably tell me better, I've quote unquote fallen off. It came way too soon than I expected, but I think it's best that it happened now because now I realize that I've been playing for so long. It's more or less time for me to just step down entirely. I don't have what it takes anymore to beat this kind of levels. I'm not that good at the game anymore, and I think I'm fine with that. I've always enjoyed playing a little bit easier levels. Insane demons and below extremes have always been more or less very tiring, very time consuming, and as I've been working for like almost 5 years now, I think that's I'm getting much less time to actually play extremes and beat them. Uh, Yep, so basically, I will not be any extreme demons this year. This is something that I promised to myself already. Like, I'm not gonna touch any classic extremes at all. Like, I will not click into any of those levels. But other than that, I think moving forward, you might be wondering, you know, even though I say this, and what happens if I were to touch an extreme again in the future, a classic extreme? Then you guys can be like, oh, you lied to us. You said you're not going to touch another classic extreme. Well, fuck you. I don't care. I like playing the game. So as much as I like playing classics, I can just touch a classic extreme whenever I want. And there's no rule telling me I shouldn't just because I said to you all that I'm not gonna play anymore. I should be allowed to have fun if I want to. It's just that I think for the purpose of this retirement itself, I will say that the very rare chance that I actually do beat an extreme next year or the years after, I'm not going to share it in the Discord channel or even YouTube, depending on how I feel. I'm just not going to share it. If I beat a really hard extreme, and it may be RCL worthy, the sports take note, I will not tell anyone about it. I will not share it. If you want to figure out if I did, you're just gotta keep an eye on YouTube if I do decide to share it. But otherwise, I will not say a single word. Reason for that is because it's just pointless to me. I just don't feel like it's worth putting in RCL even if it's a hard enough level. I could even beat easy extremes, and that's probably the ones that I won't share all entirely. I just want to play the game for fun now. I don't care if I don't get recognition for beating hard stuff. I think I've already gone past that line. It's not fun anymore. There's no better way to put it, essentially. Yeah. So maybe just a few final words to wrap it up. I think there's a lot of talented players up and coming in the Malaysian GD community. I think they have what it takes to be all the experience, get the records on RCL. I don't have to do it anymore. I've been the one filling up the list with the others when it was first created. Wait, not when it was first created. When in its early years, I I contributed a lot during those first few years because, well, two reasons. One, I felt like I had a need to because I had the skill to do it. Two is, I just wanted to beat hard stuff. It was something that I wanted to do, and now it's not as much of a thing I want to do anymore. and I don't have to do it anymore because I think I can rely on a lot of other people now to keep it alive. There's so many talented players nowadays. I can let them have the glory. I can step down now. I don't have to be there anymore. So for anyone that's supported me through my classic extreme journey, I thank you very much for all the support you've given me. And please, moving forward, give your support to those up and coming players now. That is pretty much it. I just wanted to also share a bit about all the levels I've dropped so far, in case you were interested as well. So right here I have a list of all the levels that I've dropped in my entire career for extremes that is. Uh, Lost Existence is something that I've tried to beat very, very, very early on, and I just couldn't because it was an XL level. I'm not very good at XL levels at all, especially back then. So I just kind of left it at 78%. Not, it's not really that far if you ask me. Like I think 90 plus is like a point where I would try and like beat it completely, but I think 78 was fine to just drop it as it is. It's not really much. Eco is something that I've tried to beat recently. It's equal to ACU. I had also a lot of trouble with this, not because it was an XL, but because the difficulty of the level is very second half heavy, and even it's like Deception Dive. It gets harder and harder towards the end for some reason. I just can't finish it. I can't get through the hard parts. It's I'm not that consistent. I tried for a while, but it just didn't work out. Another one is Astrophobia, 76%. If you don't know where 76% is, that is basically the hardest part of the level, the last wave. And I've been playing this for about 10,000 attempts already. I think that's way too much for a level this easy. I think this is the point where I realized that maybe I should just stop playing extremes entirely. In my prime, I wouldn't be taking 10,000 attempts just to beat a level like this. So I think this is where I realized my skill has completely gone now. I don't think I have what it takes anymore. Maybe it comes back next time. Maybe I'll beat it next time. I don't know. We'll see if I have the mood for it. Right now, I just don't really feel like doing this. Okay, it's not much of I don't want to do. I want to beat this, but there are other things that I want to do that is more enticing than this. So I'll just leave it as it is here for now. It's fine. I don't have much regrets doing this. Microsoft Drive Through. I wanted to beat this as a new hardest, non-wave hardest. 40% is a lot for me because I have 40 something to 100. I don't remember the exact percentage, and that's basically like two halves. I almost have the level 2 runs. 0 to 40 is fucking hard. Let me tell you, like getting to 40 is already considered getting far, like really far in my opinion. So I think I tried to beat this like over a span of like 1 or 2 months, and it was very brutal the journey, and I think it's just not worth it at this point in time to try and beat it. So I just left it. Mujike, for those of you that do remember, I did try to beat this as a new hardest way back before I dropped it and went for a Baosha. But I didn't drop it at 87. I dropped it at 70 something. 87 is actually after the wave. I actually did the entire wave section. It was exactly on my birthday. I played this level on my birthday. I got 87, and I died to the ship after the wave. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to play this level anymore. It's so demoralizing having to have done the entire wave and just die to the post drop where it's really not my strongest suit, and I just kind of choked real hard. And I think I'm proud enough to say that I've done the whole wave up to that point. Even if I don't beat the level fully, I think this is good enough. Again, maybe I will come back and finish it off. I think it's possible. Like how they say, if you did it once, you can do it again. But again, like I said, I don't have the skill anymore. So we'll see what happens. Arctic Lights is I think you all know. Those of you that seen that video, I just kind of turned off my brain and just grinded Arctic Lights for a bit. There was no intention to beat it. But I did get 44, which is pretty good because that's in the second part of the wave, which is I think to be the hardest part of it all. Um, Honestly, I'm really proud of getting the 44 in the first place. I was kind of grinding this level because I was bored. I just wanted something to do and I couldn't find anything better to do. So I just spammed attempts and that's what I got. Again, there's something else to highlight from this level. I did mention previously this I wanted this to be my next hardest. Yeah, you know what? No more promises. Maybe I don't beat this level. Maybe I do beat it. Maybe I don't. If I do, I won't tell anyone about it. I'll keep this to myself. If I do beat this new hardest, no one is ever gonna know about it, and I'll just unless somehow someone has managed to sneak into my computer and seen that there's a green tick on the side of the name. Well, no one else is gonna know about it if I do beat it. So too bad. That's how it is. And this last one, well, I actually got 17, just messing around the level. Jeanette's in here. Jeanette, my beloved. It's not really worth putting here as a drop level, but I just thought it was cool because I did like learn the level a bit for like 20,000 attempts, and it was pretty fun. People who play this level said it was really fun, and I think definitely I do not have the skill for it before and after, but I thought it was quite fun learning it. The gameplay is pretty good. Yep, that's pretty much it. Bye bye.